James, how's your banana?
Lovely.
Just wanted to make you talk into the mouthful of banana.
Lovely banana.
Are you having 2 bananas?
Yeah.
You're double banana-ing.
So everyone else can see that I have a single banana in my hand. I don't know where Colin's got the double banana.
Maybe
the not very successful arcade sequel to Double Dragon. When
watch out, man! Like
Double
Peter
banana.
Andre, we've talked about this 3 times on the podcast now.
Don't worry, Colin. I've only had one banana today. This is it, the singular banana.
Singular banana.
Singular banana.
Go on, down in one, down in one, down in one, down in one, down in one.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Everybody roll initiative.
Come on and face me one-on-one.
Barbed chains come flying up out of the pit.
Right now, if they don't come in to reinforce their friend, we just get to wail on one guy.
Shut the door and then to produce a sign that says it's not locked.
Okay, great. Chains burst through the floorboards underneath you and start lashing at you, trying to attack you.
Keep dreaming, fascination.
The adventure continues now.
Down in one, a banana. Yeah, see, this seems a little bit
We're
erotic.
monsters. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Bananas.
Oh my gosh.
Potassium.
Things are kicking off. Things are crazy here. Things are crazy over on Patreon, over on Danger Files as well. We're screaming towards a bloody conclusion on that one. I don't know where we're at in it, where this episode drops. But I tell you what, let's just, with no context at all for anyone who's not listened to it, on a scale of 1 to 10, from 1 being fine to 10 being absolute destination fucked, how fucked will Drummond's character be by the end of this series? James?
Oh, I reckon he's going to be about an 8.
An 8. Colin?
Definitely a 7.
Scott, you're not in the show, but just by knowing Drummond, what score would you give him for that?
Well, there's a lot of context to depend on that.
The context is it's Drum in a role-playing game. How fucked did you think?
Well, there's Drum's quite a changeable character in role-playing games, I found out, so I don't think I'd be able to put a number on it. I'm going to be interesting and say 1.
1? We think Drummond's going to make it.
That's optimistic.
Ross, what are you thinking?
11.
11.
Don't even need the scale when it's
dial goes to 11. We'll find out.
The wonderful thing about Drum, though, is that even though his character's fucked, he will survive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'll make it through, but what scars will he bear?
What comes out will be something different. Patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast if you want to find out. And you can get a little free trial if you want to.
Isn't it weird that the end of season 2 of Danger Things, Drum's character, I'm not going to spoil it because if you want to watch it, but
or even listen to it.
Yeah, there was something that happened to Drum's character right at the end of season 2 of Danger Things as well, and now in also Danger Files as well. Now his character's almost fucked.
He keeps you on your toes.
He doesn't hold back, and that's one of the many reasons we love him. Yeah,
in the home, do you remember in the sort of home game that we did when I did D&D?
Yeah.
All you were doing was going to a port.
Fucking hell, that game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you were going to a port and I was just being one of those people that, signed you in the port going, what is your business here in, I think it was in Baldur's Gate or somewhere.
Yeah. It wasn't even a stop and search. It was just literally like hello, welcome to the city. What are you here for?
And then he went, I don't take orders from you or something. And then he decided to grab the port authority guy. And then I was like, well, now they're going to arrest you. And then he started to kill one of the fucking home guards.
Didn't he chop off someone's hand?
He went on the rampage.
He chopped, and then I had to create a whole thing as to why he wasn't going to be executed.
We did a trial, didn't we?
There's a whole trial.
And I think they ended up chopping off his hand.
They chopped off his hand.
And typical Drum is like, what? Come on! I'm like,
so what? We're role-playing. There's no consequences.
Equally, he saved the day many times.
He does.
That was why when we started doing, when we were like, okay, we're doing another season of Delta Green, we're doing a show about madness and chaos. I was like, Oh, I want Drummond on this.
Yeah.
I just want to see what happens because he'll bring the madness, just like we have brought the madness here today. So the fight has. We're in the opening rounds of the fight with the Night Peddler. We're ploughing into this one. You invited him into your home. It turned out to not be him. It turned out to be one of his guards who he'd sent in disguise. But unfortunately, you were ready for him with your many McAllisters. Deck of many McAllisters, and he stepped through the door and was hit with a knife trap, which has now been reset, and then fell down a pit and was trampled by the house. But he has pulled himself up out of the pit, and you are now inside a house with a closed door with one of these things, while one of the other ones is throwing chains underneath and summoning them up. So we've had a few rounds. I think we're probably about 3 rounds of this combat. How do we assess so far? How do we think it's going so far?
So I would rather, in all combat, focus on one, then another, knock them down like pins, and equal the odds. As in a fight like this, we are not doing that right now.
I don't know.
Well, we shut the front door, and
We've shut the front door.
Shut the front
Yeah,
door.
we shut the front door. We've got the one guy in the pit, but
Well, he's now out of
No,
the
we
pit.
haven't got a guy in the pit.
Yeah.
well, he's not in the pit.
He's
Where's-
now raised
he's now
himself
raised
up.
up from the pit.
Dr. Octagon.
Yeah, Doctor
Octagon?
Dr. Octagon.
Doctor Octagon.
I said
Yes.
Dr. Octagon.
Yeah,
Doc Ock.
and
Doc
Captain
Ock, yeah.
Rhombus.
Yeah.
Um,
Dr. Octagon.
I swear that's a rapper. Like,
of course it is. Of course it is.
it's Cool Keith.
Does he?
Yeah, calls himself Dr. Octagon as well. This is
You
one
can
of his
say that about
aliases.
anything, can you?
I could, yeah.
We can't. Unfortunately, we can't verify this because the poster fell down. So
Cool Keith is on the poster.
Cool Keith is on the poster. Yeah, he's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, he was part of the Hang On, the Crew's Going to Come to Me. Very good. He's very
Jaeger
good.
Tim.
It's very good.
Jaeger Tim, he hangs
Not
out with
Jaeger
Cool
Tim,
Keith.
No. He was part of the Ultramagnetic MCs.
Who? Jaeger Tim? Yeah, he was hanging
Cool
out
Keith.
with Slim Nicky.
Don't like this. Cool Keith's got a diss for everyone.
Dilly
man.
Dangle Darren.
He said it, like,
Wibbly William.
He'll be online. He'll be dissing you. He's got something for you, Scott.
Sharp Norris.
Cool Keith's coming, man. We're
Sharp
dead.
Norris is a great name. I want to see. We should put Steve Penfold into that. Like,
Kevin the Slappity.
He's a good rapper. Kevin the Slappity. Yeah.
They
Slipkney Harris.
Willie the Warrior.
you know
There
these.
probably is a rapper called Willie the Warrior. To be fair.
I mean, speaking of this,
From Tottenham.
the 3 guards are named characters. If you remember from some of your negotiations, do you want a reminder of what their names are?
John.
I think two of them.
John,
Paul,
Paul,
in
Ringo.
front. Oh yeah.
What are they called?
There's no George. No, George didn't bring George. No, they are called. There is Horrifica, Menasor, which I'm pretty sure was a Decepticon. now
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
about
Yeah,
it.
I think it was one of the dinosaur Transformer spin-offs.
I think it's one of those ones.
No, it wasn't a Decepticon. It was just what happened after the whole bear thing on the internet. Turns out
Yeah.
men are sore.
Nice. There we go.
Hey.
Horrifica, Menasor, and Angela Hamsbury. Thank you very much, Revolutionary Nicola.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
So do we know who's who?
Who's in the
Are we
house?
fighting Angela Hamsbury, or is Angela held back with?
Should we roll to see which
Yeah.
one's,
Yeah, let's
which
see
one's
who's
in
who.
the house? All right, in the house with you at the moment is Angela Hamsbury.
Yes. In the house.
Good old Ange.
There we go, Dangerlings. Your Patreon named character is stuck in a house with everyone else fighting. I have some good news about the fight. So I didn't get to tidy up at the end of the last one. The spell, the hypnotic cloud, the hypnotize spell, is a sustained spell. So that glittering cloud has now dropped, has dissipated because the Night Peddler didn't sustain it. Which was dumb because he has an extra action, so he actually absolutely could have, but I didn't make a note that he'd done it, and I'm going to be fair on it. So yeah, it has dissipated. Also, it got to that point where disrupting spells get really annoying. Some disrupting spells are really cool when they first hit, and then they get annoying, like darkness, and it's like we all move out of it. All right, we're just going to have to wait until this goes away now, and it's like okay, that was cool for the first round, and now that's just kind of in the way. So it's gone. You got one of them. You battered it down with quite a few. You landed some good hits on it, especially Folton. but now you've got one outside, and it's attacking the house itself. But you have shut the door, so that's something. Should we dive back into this? Do you want to talk tax or anything, or get into...
Tax. It's going up all the time, isn't it? And
how are we getting rid of the chains through the floor?
Well, they're coming from outside, so I think that perhaps we should focus on Angela. I was gonna barrel out the house, but I think maybe actually we'll just focus on her for the moment and get her down.
I get the feeling that leaving the house would be a bad idea.
Yeah, I think so.
If spellcasters had good spells to go out windows, I'd recommend maybe one of you shooting at the person controlling the chains if you think they're going to be a big deal, Ross. But if not, we can just wail on one person, and then if another one come in...
Yeah, it didn't do that much damage to you. Was it you?
No,
I think it was more. I think it was more to do with Dan's pull roll, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's got potential.
I'm going to get out of the way, but like you guys who can't fly might have a little. Because that's my next option, is just to fly up and duck out of the way of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how much. What's the headspace in the cottage?
Cottage, we're talking like...
It's a bungalow.
We're
okay,
10
so
feet high.
so there's no flight,
You're not-
because my flight was a prep to jump out the window and then fly up and then start hitting them with the big spells.
flying within in the cottage is not going to help you. It's not going to get you anything.
I was imagining, something else, but yeah.
I was
That's
kind
fine.
of,
It's not
I was
a
kind of
cathedral.
imagining a little sort of like, 2-story with a balcony.
Spas on this next floor.
But it actually turns out no, it's just like a little 70s cottage. Yeah, it's a bungalow.
It's a tiny little cottage. Although I'm liking the kind of OK Corral kind of like Last Stand thing of you all ducking by the windows, shooting spells out
quite cool,
through the
isn't it?
windows
Yeah.
as they surround you.
So yeah, if the chains continue to become a problem, I'd recommend maybe a spellcaster sniping at the person who's controlling the chains. Also, the house still has legs, and if they're just stood in front of the house, if there's three of them stood in, just walk the house forward so we just run them over. If nothing else, even because apparently the house does really low damage, if nothing else, it will disrupt them with their spells and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think, yes, except it is very slow.
Yeah, but if a house is walking towards you, you will have to be like, oh shit, I suppose I'll move out the way, or I'll get walked over by a cottage.
Yeah.
Unless they want to take
is.
that, in which case they take the damage, then they'll have to move out the way, which will disrupt their actions.
It's
And
forcing
nobody
them
wants-
to come into ours as opposed to us going out to them. Sorry, Dan,
I think no, I get that. So obviously you could just take a move action and then cast a spell, because it's not going to be like. Because it's sort of slow walking speed, wasn't it? That was the house of it.
Yeah, which takes away an action for 3 of our enemies as opposed to them using it on us.
Exactly that. At this level, in a combat like this, taking away actions is so valuable.
Use the house.
You think about like, if you hit someone with a stun, maybe they lose an action. Like that's a whole spell you've used to make someone take away an action. If you can make 3 people do that through just one little thing, that's huge. So
It's like leaving your house, isn't it, and getting halfway down the road and having to go back and get your keys.
That's an action.
That's an action.
That's an action. It's like, now I'm 10 minutes behind.
Yeah. But if your house could come to you,
Perfect.
I live on a boat, so it could potentially.
Yeah.
Can you bring the house to me? I need to.
But if you're in town, do you summon it with whelks? Like,
Yeah. just like millions of whelks, just this cushion of whelks.
Summon it with rap music. Yeah, I just play Cool Keith and then
what about Slim Nicky?
a Slim Nicky.
What about Sharp Norris?
Oh,
Bit of Sharp
no.
Norris, get him in there.
All right, let's.
You're better at this than me. Coming up with names. I'm a bit.
Let's get Norris with it. Bubba Von Hoops, it's your turn to get sharp first. So
Alright.
so you're not like grappled or anything, but yeah, there's kind of these chains have just burst up out of the floorboards next to you and are lashing around at you.
All right, can I move away from the chains?
Yeah, you can move into the bedroom next door. And what do you want to keep line of sight of? Do you want to still be able to see the guy outside, or do you want to still be able to see the guy inside?
I'm guessing. I'm gonna still wail on this guy inside, because at the moment, if I move the chains, then hopefully, if I go to just in the doorway of the bedroom, can I see outside from there?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can see if you go to the doorway of the bedroom, you're kind of a little way away from the chain. There's no guarantee that you can't move the chains elsewhere, but yeah,
Sure.
you can stand in the doorway. You've got line of sight against the guy who's standing up fighting Folton.
Lovely.
And there's no cloud around him now, so you got line of sight.
And for this dude that's like just about to wail on Folton, I guess what I will do is oh wait. We know who the Night Peddler is now, don't we? Or do we still not know?
In terms of what? You don't really know.
As in,
Oh, no, because you did say
which
Oh, you
one
know-
of them
you know
is.
which one the Night
Yeah, the
Peddler
face
is.
mask
You
slipped
don't
and
know-
his pointy
I
ears.
thought you meant in terms of knowledge checks, but yeah.
All right, in that case, I'm going to cast now Inevitable Disaster
Okay.
on the Night Peddler. So I've moved that away and then I'm just going to
So
cast that.
you, yes, you can do that. Yeah, you can move to
You're
the
gonna
other
cast-
window. You can move to. So yeah, you can move to the other window so you can see out the front. What's
Yeah.
the range on Inevitable Disaster?
It is...
You say you're going to cast now. That's what I call inevitable disaster.
Yeah. 60,
Volume 3.
60 feet.
60 feet. Or get him.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
He's in range of that.
1d4. It's 1 round.
One round.
This time.
And then just to check, Inevitable Disaster. There's no save. There's no roll. It's just
I don't
automatic.
think so. It
It's
might-
just automatic damage. No,
It
nothing.
says saving throw fortitude right
Yeah,
there.
it's a fortitude save. We've done this
right.
before. We have
Okay,
this before.
cool. So
yeah.
there is a save. Cool.
Thank you.
I don't think we've ever actually got to the inevitable
think most
disaster.
of the time
though,
it happens
because it's
after.
always been like 4
Yeah.
rounds and
It's
then the
happened.
combat's finished.
It's happened once. I think I've cast it like 4 times, and
So
it's happened
in
once.
one round,
Sick.
we'll have an
So in
inevitable
one
disaster.
round's time, yeah.
Now
And that's
that is what
you
I call
foresee
inevitable
it.
disaster.
that's my go.
That's your go. That's a good go.
That's not a bad go,
That
that.
is a very good go.
Well done,
Okay.
Bob.
Well done, Bubba.
Pat, pat, pat.
The other one, he is going to.
Does anyone have a card? By the way, have we checked our
I
Harrow
looked through
deck?
this. I couldn't really see anything.
Yeah, there isn't crawling house versus peddly chains on any of my
No,
cards.
I just
I
mean,
wondered
we
about
brought
about the Night Peddler, like something we could.
I do have one guy with a chain.
No, that's Inquisitor.
Yeah.
It does. Inquisitor is a very different theme and vibe to
Very
selling
different.
things.
It was only the chains that.
Yeah,
kind
true.
of- Yeah.
I'll tell you, there is one card in the deck that can.
I mean,
help
there's a
you in
trader
this
card right there, Carl. What is a peddler if not a trader?
Could be.
Could be, but like, I mean, it might only help us in
Let's
like
have a
diplomacy
look.
checks when trying to sell him something.
Let's
So
have a
three
look.
gold pieces.
Completely different from
the
like
trader.
buttons, but and there's little blue simian down there.
Blue Simeon. I loved his stuff.
He did a duet with Slim Nicky.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
I'm
diss
Slim
tracks
Nicky
against,
and I'm
Sharp
real
Norris.
tricky and I'm Slim Nicky and
Just
I'm
do
real
the.
tricky.
Just throw it. Go on.
War in the Welk as
Do
So
you
well.
I
have
can't-
anything-
I've had my ghost.
Yeah,
Ross, do you have
unfortunately.
anything there? You've been conspicuously quiet about your cards. Have you got one called like the Peddler
Yeah,
Knight?
focus on that. Whose go is it?
It's their go. It's a couple of their goes. So first, one of them.
Nothing.
Zip.
One of them walks up to Bubba through the window. You see one of them walk past the Night Peddler, the one who was standing by the Night Peddler, walks towards it, and as they do, unfurls its own chains around its body. And as it gets close to the front of the house, it then just lashes out at the house and just starts slamming chains through the wall. And you just one comes through right next to your head, and he just starts smashing the fuck out of the front of the house.
Yeah.
One of them knocks the door and splinters the door. As it's going to make a couple of attacks on the house.
That's going to affect the overall price of the house. that's going to cut into our profit
Pretty
margin.
down actually. It's such a it's desirable now.
I reckon you can still get
Fixer
like,
upper.
Victorian era furnishings.
In London, it would still be worth about $500,000 at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Even smashed up.
£3,000 a month rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spellcasters. Is either of you got a spell called Heat Metal or any of the similarities?
No, or rust,
That would
or
be
like
fucking great
immediate
right now.
rust, or lava. I'd still
Lava
like a
would
spell
be great.
called lava.
Right
That'd
on.
be great.
I mean,
That
no,
was-
there is a spell called Heat Metal. I just didn't know if you guys had it.
I mean, but then we'd heat up their chains to do even more damage,
It would
which would
do
be
more damage. Heat Metal does like a load of damage to the person who's
The house sets on
enhoused in
fire.
metal. But if you don't have it, then it's a moot.
I'm a bit worried about fire effects as well. I don't know enough. I'm going to do a little
just
check.
the heating thing. It damages the enemy.
No, I know that, but they're infernal, so they might have some sort of heat resistance in business. So
They do.
I'm going to do a little check. Little check on my go.
I think we're communicating very well right now.
Yes.
Let's keep this up.
Yes.
All right, it starts smashing bits of the house out. Folton, you see, looking around, you see the cupboards tremble and teacups fall from them as the house quakes in fear for its life as the thing starts smashing. The door is battered off its hinges by one of the chains, but it doesn't come in. It just stands there. It's just attacking the front of the building.
Fulton's just like, not the teacups!
Then we'll go for the one who's inside the house. You see the injury that you did to it start to close up. You see it as it started to heal. And then it goes BANANAS at it's such a banana-y episode.
Sponsored by Potassium.
As it goes mad at Folton 3. Folton. You can see him now. You can all see these guys. I see him. So that affects you when you end your turn within the area. So that is going to affect. That's going to affect Bubba first of all, because your turn did end in that. So Bubba, first of all, I need you to make a. I need you to make a will save for me.
Will save.
I bet they're made of padlocks inside.
Clockwork.
Man, 23.
23. You look over, and for a second, you think within the folds of its robe, as it looks over at you, you think you see Gillip's face staring back at you, and it almost throws you off your game. But you knuckle down, you keep your head in the game, and you remember that this isn't real, and you stay focused. Doesn't affect you this round.
That was close.
That was close. Folton. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yes, it's definitely going to do that. So the first thing it tries to do is it tries to intimidate you. So this is against your will DC, but I rolled not very well. We're talking 28 against your will DC.
It's plus 15.
So it'd be 25. Yeah. So that gets you. So you're frightened 1. It then stares at you. It uses its focused gaze ability as it stares. Its eyes burn into you as you step back in fear for a moment. It feels that fear and it drives it into you. Make another will save.
$17.
17, a fail. You become frightened 2, so now it goes up to frightened 3. So you are suddenly frightened 3 of this creature as you see the face of one of your loved ones bearing down at you. Who do you see attacking you?
Sheep.
Huh? Yeah, the sheep.
You've been a bad boy. No! Angela Hamsbury terrifies you. And then having lowered your AC, now Angela is going to go for a full attack bonus chain attack on you. What are you doing to me, Bad Moon? Has one of you been touching old Bad Moon?
No.
I saged it.
Absolute.
Burn some sage.
Yeah, burn some sage.
20, it's only a 23.
Threw some whelks at it.
Even with your lowered AC.
Yeah, my lowered AC is 26.
It can't get through. You fend off the mutton-based assault from Angela Hamsbury. You hold it down. Caragor.
All right. Yeah, I think it's about time. I'll come out of my hidey hole, hunter's prey on Angela, and I will strike Angela, please.
You mark Angela Hansbury as your prey. It's a religion check if you want to try and get a crit to know something about it.
Well, I think you'll find I rolled a 6.
Okay, don't worry about that.
Gives me a total of 6.
Don't know what you're dealing with here, but
I don't know why a ranger would know either.
No, it's... I feel like there's a really good build in there somewhere with knowledge skills and hunt prey and like monster hunter for like getting like loads of knowledge checks.
I don't
know how you would do it, but it feels like it's one of those things that's floating around there somewhere.
Give me another 3 years and I'll get on that one.
You'd have to you'd have to not focus in rogue, so you'd be less, but you'd be more of a skill monkey character. But that's character creation stuff for another time. What do you get on your attack roll?
I will now. What I'd like to do is push. Is it possible to just push Angela Hansbury back down the hole? Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because we need to visible. We need them to be visible in order to finish them off. So I'm just going to roll a normal attack, which will be a plus that. And it doesn't matter because in 5 rolls, I have not rolled above a 10.
Oh, mate.
Excellent.
Be a total of 22.
22 doesn't get it. The arrow just splinters off one of the chains.
No, I was moving from.
Oh, you're moving up
to get into melee.
You're doing melee.
Hopefully, I can be in a. I mean, that would have been.
You can get a flank on if you want. It's up to you. You can get a flank on. If you do that, though, you will have your back to the door where there is another one. So another one could come in and flank you if it wanted to.
And the door is currently shut and trapped.
The door is open because it knocked the door off its hinges when it attacked the house. The trap hasn't triggered.
Oh wow!
But
Okay.
There is an open door there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, fuck. Okay. The door. The attack. Being from stealth would have affected their AC, I think, as well, because the flat-footed or whatever equivalent.
Yeah, it would have been off guard to you, so -2 to its AC.
Wouldn't change anything.
A 22 still wouldn't have got it.
Nope. And that's that. So now I'm in melee with them.
Okay, no problem. Are you? Did you want to go around and set up the flank, but expose your own back, or do you want to stay around the side near Folton and not have the bonus? It won't affect this attack because the off guard from the stealth.
No, but with my back turned, that's not gonna. They could still hit me even if I'm facing them.
Yeah, but you can be round the side, so because you're in the house at the moment. So if you were to move around, because it's just walked in through the front door.
Yeah.
If you moved around to flank it, you'd basically be standing in the open doorway with your back to the outside to anyone who's in there. If you wanted to, you could attack him from the side, so anyone who's outside wouldn't be able to see you.
Right. Okay. Cool. But then not gain the flank. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that for now.
Okay.
I'll see if there's another position we can open up next turn.
I like it. Alrighty. Old Pedals Medals. Was really expecting you to have come out of the house by now, and is slightly out of ranged stuff. So it's going to move. It's going to move up, and it's going to move up and draw a staff from its back. You see, it's got a golden-looking staff.
Who's that? The Night Peddler?
The Night Peddler.
Peddly. Golden staff.
Golden staff. All right, it's Outsidey Boys go. We love this guy. Outsidey Boy is going to launch a barrage of attacks using the chains underneath the house. He's going to... let's see. He has to move to get to there, and then he can target Bubba and not Bubba. He can target Folton and Caragor. So he's going to make one attack on Folton. 3 on the die. Don't worry about it. He's got one attack on Caragor. It's only a 22. Don't worry about it.
I won't.
Yes, good.
Yes.
We feed on your failure.
This fucker. That's all it's doing. Next round. Next round is the house. The house wasn't given any instructions last round, so the house holds. Did you not give it anything? No, you could. Last one, you had to shut the door, and then this round you just attacked him.
Yes.
Yep.
Is it if you're in command of the house?
I don't even know if I've had a go because I attacked. I told him to do the sign, then I attacked him with a furious focus. That was the last thing I did.
And then we went.
That was the last game, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you go before me in the initiative order? I just had my go.
I don't know. Dan fucked it up because he put it in a different order because he wanted to
Yeah, it should
punish
be
me.
me,
No, so
Colin,
this-
Ross, Scott.
Yeah, so you go before me, so you should have had a go.
Yeah, Dan. Now I get 2 goes, Dan, because you messed it up.
Damn it, you're right. Yes.
Order the house to walk forward.
So
Charge.
there's 2 questions I have.
Okay.
How fast could the house spin on a rotation? Because what I want to do is kind of Wile E. Coyote it so that the person outside who's got who's thrown it through the walls is holding on to the change, and if it spins around, it just sends him yeeting out in the sand dune somewhere.
Mate, how No.
Why no? Let us do fun stuff, James.
I know, but
let's do fun stuff.
Do you know how
Why no?
fast?
Straight, not even the
do you
DM.
know how fast the house would have to spin to
It's up to
yeet
Dan.
someone on a
Let
chain?
Dan answer the question.
In
Let's
which
have
case,
fun.
in which
Let's
case,
enjoy this game, please.
well, I'm not going to have fun in a
Please,
rapidly
James, please,
spinning
let's enjoy this
house,
game.
mate. Okay, Scott.
You're-
Cool.
You're flying, aren't you?
No, I'm still in the house.
Yeah, I mean,
You're hovering off the ground, so
yeah.
I'm
So
hovering off the ground.
you'll just be hovering in
I'll
the
just
same.
be splattered against
you'd
the
be hit
walls.
full in the face by a wall.
Yeah. Yeah,
Would I be able to do it? Like, I know how fast it moves,
You
and I
want to
know.
turn the house into a centrifuge. We'll ignore who would be worse off, the people
Yeah.
inside the house or the people outside it.
Yeah.
I-
Or just enough so that it yeets him across. Like, it doesn't have to spin him like fully. It could just like move so that he goes. "Oi!"
I would say if the house were to, double move,
Yeah.
we'll give it a movement of 40 feet.
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable for a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the house were to double move, I would make everyone inside it make a reflex save to not be knocked prone because by the sudden acceleration.
Okay.
What happened to the person holding the chains on the outside?
He's not connected to the house. He's through chains underneath, and then they can control any chains that are near them. So he threw a bunch underneath.
What about the guy in front of the house?
He's going in front of the house.
Yeah, because he's been hitting his chains into the wall. You said he was like putting through the wall stuff.
But he doesn't have the ends of the chains.
No, they are.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
that's
more
most of
just knocking bits off the front of it. Like
is he chucking chains or is he using his own chains?
Yeah, he's using his own chains, but he's using them like whips, basically, just kind of smash. Like I'm trying to not say like Mickey Rourke in the bad Iron Man movie, but you know, like the whippy gut. He's just whiplash.
So he's not got them stuck in the walls or anything like that.
No, he's not trying to like.
He's just
he's not
composing like
currently
a composer.
Yeah.
Okay, the next thing is anyone
Yep.
on the like is the Night Peddler on the porch of the house?
Not on the porch, but the Night Peddler.
Or like
Night Peddler is standing currently 15 feet from the front of the house, and one of the guards is standing 10 feet from the front of the house.
Eventually, what I was going to do is just lift it, like, so make the house lurch upwards a little bit, so then he falls forwards into the pit.
All right. Okay.
But when he gets, that's what I want to do when he gets there.
Okay.
So I'll say to the house, when the Night Peddler steps into the doorway, lean forward or whatever way.
Tip him into the hole.
Yeah, tip him into the hole.
Okay.
That will also tip us all.
Yeah, but we're not in...
We're not in front of a pit, but we'll all fall into and out of combat. Now,
yeah.
for you and I, fighting in a melee character, now that I've got Hunter's Prey on, we will both get reactions if the person we're fighting tumbles away from us. But if we all tumble at the same time in speed, then no one will get any triggered reactions.
Why didn't you?
Wait.
You did flood the house with piss. So could we not use some sort of?
Don't worry,
flooding?
that's mine later on. If when they were in the house.
That's the Omega protocol.
Quick,
Right,
protocol,
so
please.
my thing to the house is lurch forward at the same time.
Okay.
Create.
Run him over. You could just run the guys outside over.
Create.
Remember the simple plan that I came up with to start off?
Oh wait.
run them
Create. No, all right, yeah. So run them over first. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So this is my first action. Run them over first.
I'm so glad you're not the one in the Matrix. For goodness.
The next plan is when they step on foot into the house, lurch up, but at the same time, create the wood around our feet so that we stay like stuck to the floor.
Like a Michael Jackson concert.
Yeah.
When he like leans.
The house gets a migraine trying to understand all of these plans.
and then when you start, and then when that's it. That's the plan.
house can do
That's
two
it.
things. The house has two
That's
actions.
two things.
Yeah, no, one of them does, unfortunately. One of them sounds like two things in and of itself. So
Just
you kind of
let
set
him
up
have
three
fun
things.
with the house, Scott. Just let him have a bit of fun with the house.
I'm all for it. I mean, if Dan wasn't to say yes to it, then absolutely, let's do it.
An action shouldn't have the word "and" in it. That's
Okay.
the way to
First
tell.
thing is run them over.
Okay, you want to run the two of them over,
All right, and then I'll do another one later on.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Wait, just say, Ross, just say initiate house party protocol.
his party protocol.
Oh, but if you run them over, the house isn't going to be over the pit anymore. Is the pit part of the house, or is it under the house?
No, it's just a hole in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, it is in the house, though.
Yeah, it's a hole in the floorboards.
Oh, it goes down.
Yeah.
It goes down to the undercroft or whatever it's
they
called.
wouldn't fall that far.
The legs.
but
The crawl space.
The crawl space.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
yes, I will run the guys over in the front, and then use my Furious Focus to attack the one that's still there.
Incredible. Okay.
After all that,
Angela
but, I'm trying to be inventive with these.
Yeah,
things.
man. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, man.
It's
Fair
good
enough.
to be
All on
inventive.
board with that.
It's good.
And to be honest, we're like, this fight's going to be tough. So
Yeah.
if you can pull off anything like that.
34 on my Furious Focus.
34 is a critical hit.
Yay!
Even with your penalties from being afraid, right?
Yeah. It does it automatically.
Well,
Say that is a double damage critical hit.
But it's not
Nice.
very much. 8 plus another 8.
16.
No, it's 24 plus 8 plus 8.
Oh, 24 plus 8 is 30.
34.
And then plus 8 is
44.
42.
42 points of damage.
42, the answer to life, the universe, and this guy. But he is still alive. You order the house, you slam the axe into it. As you hit Angela Hamsbury full in the chest with your axe. And then, because we've done everyone's goes up until then, and then the house charges forwards.
Yeah.
Barreling over the... Are there even trample rules in this fucking game? It's so long since we used them. I know that there
are now.
There are now. I'm going with they're making a reflex save to try and jump out of the way. They're making a basic reflex save versus trample damage.
Because the house could be sliding, because it's sand. So
Yeah.
it could be like sliding down a sand dune towards them.
Yeah.
The Night Peddler fails.
Yes.
The guard crit succeeds. So the guard rolls out of the way. The guard leaps to the side and is...
Does that break his concentration?
what's he concentrating on?
Oh, he's not doing. He's doing the whipping thing.
Chainy thing, I guess.
It's
They
not.
don't have to-
It's not like a. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
look to be a spell. It looks like they just have mastery over any chain nearby them. They can
Nice.
They can just use it as a weapon at any point.
Wow.
It's not a spell. Yeah, they'd be good to know what these guys are. So it's the Night Peddler gets run over by a fucking hound.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Give me 46 damage on that peddler.
It's like a scene in Prometheus.
Yeah.
You know, the silly scene where they don't
Silly scene
run
where she doesn't
to the
run
side.
just run to the side.
Yeah, just run over that way. You'll be fine.
10, 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage to the Night Peddler. Boom!
And he's prone, right? And is he trapped under, or is he going to appear through the hole?
So he's so the house will have moved will completely run him over.
Okay,
so
cool.
he'll come out the back. Him and the other guy will come out the other end of it. He is. I guess he'll have to be prone. Like, he was only a fail, not a crit fail, but I think he'll have to be prone. He was run over by a house.
Yes, good.
It's all falling into place.
So Lord knows how I figure this out on my fucking tiny Roll20 map. But yes, they are now. Also, how far did you get? How far did the house move?
So it can move 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
Should it be the whole amount? Because then we're going to have to. It's going to take ages to get back.
I mean,
You could just back the house up. You can just go backwards.
Yeah,
You could back that house up.
yeah. I'll
Just
back.
keep
Can
going
I
back and
take
forth.
use the
Whatever.
movement to? Can I? I've asked it. Sorry, I know this
Yeah.
is retroactive. Like,
Okay.
use some of the movement up to where he was. Him come out the other end and
Yeah.
then back up again.
I'm going to say no
Was that
because you
two
already
actions?
gave that.
No, it's
It
fair
could
play.
have,
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
an
going to say you've already made your action by that
Just
point. and it-
just enough to where he comes out the back, and then
Yeah, so-
I'll
yeah,
stop it.
because then you'll have to do it again. Also, now this way they were trying to damage the front of the house. Now they've lost all that damage. They're going to have to try and damage the back of the house if they want to destroy it.
the house barrels forward through the camp, just ripping up tents, and knocking two of them to go. Peddler disappears underneath it, comes out the back end. What the hell is happening on my day? And it just tears down a whole section of the tent, knocks down I tell you what, give me a. How do you do it? How would we do a luck roll? Just roll a d20 and tell me if you get over 10.
Are you going to say I run over all the fucking innocent little...
No, I am not. I'm not that cruel. It's a nice thing or nothing.
Ooh, 15.
15. Okay, the house tears away a section of the the fencing, and some of the prisoners starting to peer out.
Can I see that?
The gap.
Out of the window?
Absolutely not. No, you're right in the centre of the house. Bubba maybe sees it, but that's it.
What do I see?
Okay.
Sorry, that kind of missed me.
Listen back to it, so Carl.
Yeah, I'll listen back.
Yeah,
We
that's
ripped
fine.
down some of the
As long as it's
prison.
not relevant until 3 episodes time.
We ripped down some of the wall of the prison. You know that.
So we're seeing prisoners that are like...
Yeah, some of the
Yeah,
prisoners.
some of the prisoners are like, looking
So it
out.
might be good to tell
like bunnies
Caragor.
and things like that.
Yeah, I'll just get on forging them some weapons, healing all their injuries.
We got them some weapons, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, like
yeah,
spoons.
so
we made all the knives. We made the
we
knives.
made a package, haven't we?
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
one load
you
of
haven't
kitchen
given
knives.
us
We made the kitchen knives, but then you use the kitchen knives making broom traps.
yeah.
I think you have more. Like I'm happy to say you've got like a package of like for the
Throw
prisoners
knives at them.
that you've cash.
Load of forks,
Got a bunch of
stab 'em in
steak
the
knives.
eyes. Like,
Yeah. Steak knives and soup spoons.
Velda, you've just like lifted off the ground, and then the house moves, and you're like, you have to land again before you're hit by the back wall. So you kind of hang on to it, and you, as you kind of steady yourself, you look back behind the back window because you're in like the back bedroom now, having moved around. You look around the back window, and you just see the Night Peddler picking himself up off the dirt where he's just been run over. You're the only person who can see him, or you can looking back kind of behind you through the doorway. You can see Folton fighting Angela Hansberry. Folton Caragor fighting Angela Hansberry. What would you like to do?
Well, I think just because, actually that's sort of changed things slightly because I can see him now. And we're going to have to kill him anyway. First of all, I'd like to do a knowledge... What would be a knowledge about these chain people?
Chain dudes, I'll take a religion or an occultism.
Okay, I will do occultism. I'm going to rack my brains, think, what's going on with these things?
Yeah, you've got a pretty good look at them now. You can probably figure out.
Oh, it's a terrible roll. It's 19.
A 19, I can't tell you what they are with a 19.
No,
Try that.
no,
Try
I don't
another.
know at all.
Need to spend another action on that. I'm happy for to retry as many times as you like on knowledge checks, but it costs an action every time. So,
Yes, yeah, of course.
fine to do that.
And on the second, he raises up his fist, clenches it in a familiar movement, and brings it down on the Night Peddler. And a sudden bolt. Yes.
Sudden bolt on Mr. Pedals. All right.
Take that.
Go on, Mr. Pedlo. It's a reflex save, right?
It is a reflex.
It's a finally we're getting some good rolls here. We're talking 33.
A 33 against... Oh, where is it going to... that is a save, but not a crit.
Okay. Go give us some half damn.
Okay. This is not that 4d12. I'm trying more d12s. Who's stealing my d12s? Okay, well, I'm just going to roll this one 4 times. So, that is a 6. Oh, a 12. 18.
That hasn't
That's
to do
another
with...
6. Don't put me off, please.
Sorry.
Midway through. 24. I've got one more left. 27. So half of 27. Roll down. That'll be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Disappointing, I'm not going to lie.
This what card you've got is not the prisoners, is it? To do with the prisoners.
It's called the Big Sky.
Yeah, I know, but we're in a desert. There's loads of sky.
There is.
Did they mention anything about Big Sky?
No.
the big sky.
The Big Sky sounds like an Apple OS to me.
The Big Sky.
The Big Sky. No, I don't think they said anything about the Big Sky. I can't. Joe, this is one of the first situations I can't honestly see any cards that have anything to do with it. We might have already fluffed it though. It might be one of the ones we used that didn't do anything. We've had a few of them.
Sorry, what did you say? 13.
13, yes.
Cool. Very good. All right, Night Peddler picks himself up. He's like, oh, bloody hell. And then a lightning bolt hits him. And he's like, ah! And turns around. See him turn around angrily to look at you. All right. So that's your go. It's a recall knowledge and a sudden bolt,
It
which
is.
takes us over to Bub to the Von to the Hoops.
Well, first up,
First up, hang on. I need.
Fortitude save, right?
First up, I know what's about to happen, but also I need I need a save from Velda because you can see the Veldstrak. You can see the creature in the room. So I need you, the guards. I need you to make a will save for me.
Yes. I can do that. He said.
William says.
Where's my D20's gone? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's have a little will savey. Because I'm always rubbish at these. That's a natural one. Yeah.
Natural one, crit fail.
Uh-oh.
Can you crit fail?
You can absolutely crit fail, James, and I'll tell you what happens when you do.
Yay.
You're frightened 3.
Okay.
As you see the face of a loved one in this. Angela Hansberry appears. Who do they appear to be to you?
They appear to be my old lover.
Your
All
old
those
lover.
from years and years ago when I was a wee boy.
Lockdown Legends.
Just called
Yeah.
Lover.
Lover. I can't remember. I can't recall his right name right now. Very
Talking about from Lockdown Legends.
Oh, he's a lover. Yeah.
Who's like your mate, wasn't he? Who was your mate?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Who was your mate? I
your
remember.
mate?
Yeah, it was a mate from back in the day.
I love your mate. Yeah, you see the face of that, and it just throws you out, and you're just suddenly unsure about who these people, who these
Wow,
things
that's really-
really
yeah,
are.
that's
Which
really
makes sense because you stared right at it to try and try and work it out, and that's what you saw. Ugh. You
Cool.
looked in the abyss. The abyss looked back, and now you are flattened. Now we're talking Bubble Von Hoops, and
Right.
I know you are saying first of all. Give us the little first of all.
All right. So you need to roll a fortitude, don't you?
We're going. Is this the inevitable disaster?
Yes, the fortitude save. Let's do that first.
All right. Fortitude save. It's going to be a 31.
31. Okay, so that's half
Damage. All right.
Okay. So usually it would be 55.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 20.
2.5.
22,
Rounded down.
22.
Round down.
Hang on, 55. Yeah, 20. No, 25, 26.
27.
26 points of damage.
Nice.
26.
And you get to choose how that damage arrives.
26 points of damage. Well, it's your spell, my friend.
No, it says in the thing, it says the DM gets to choose what it is. Is it a tree falling in the woods?
I get to choose a lot. I mean, he's just been run over by a fucking house. Help me out, table. What
All right,
happened
so,
to
okay,
this
so no, it's my spell.
Oh.
It's either me or Dan. Like, fuck off.
Wow.
I was giving Dan the thing, but it's mine. All right,
That's fair.
back off. So I think the drain pipe, all of a sudden, just like all the scum that's in the gutters, just slides out.
Yeah.
Okay, and just hits him in the face because it's raised off the floor as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So and in that kind of all that leaves and the sludge,
Stones.
There's just a few stones and a dead bird. And it just hits him in his boat race.
26 points.
26 points damage with that. Like, there's a dead bird.
Inevitable disaster. Sort of like a mild inconvenience.
Still 26 points of damage.
Inevitable annoyance.
Because he gets the birds lodged in his throat and he has to cough it out.
Oh wow, he deep throats a drain pipe.
Oh my God.
That's do that. Lead with that.
So a moment ago, he was standing, plotting, and about to deliver some nasty spells and some evil lines. Within seconds, he was run over by a house, hit by lightning, and then had a drain pipe shoved down his throat and a bird shoved into him, dealing damage.
Yeah.
Only in this world could that disaster be described as inevitable.
There you go.
You never know.
You've still got 3 actions. That was from last
Yeah,
time.
I've got 3 actions.
What are we doing, my friend?
So, I think, what are we going to do? We're going to play this?
I don't know. Are you? It's your go. After last time, we don't want to interfere.
Ross said play.
Yeah, you might get a drink.
I keep asking for help, and then I'm like, no, stop.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to play this card, which is the Trader.
The trader.
And we've got no idea if it's correct or not.
Okay.
But we're going to play that
You
for
draw
one
the
action.
card. You hold up the trader card. He looks at it and has a moment of fear as the card bursts into golden light and flies up into the air, disabling his regeneration.
Fantastic.
Stops
All right.
regaining hit points.
Lovely. And Angela,
Yep.
they're looking quite beat up, I think, aren't they?
Angela is.
Yeah. All right, in that case, I'm going to just do another telekinetic little cantrip.
Yep.
Okay. My attack is 23.
23. I don't think 23 is going to get him.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Ugh, no. Yeah, that doesn't get him, I'm afraid.
All right.
You swing, you throw the broom, or I know the broom's busy. You throw a different piece of furniture.
Yeah. Stool. A stool.
Trying to hit it
Can I
with
use a broom?
stool.
No, it's
A
busy.
3-legged stool.
But it misses, I'm afraid. It's not. I'm just working out any penalties on it. Nope. Yep. Just a miss. Sorry, my friend. Anything?
That's it.
That's
my
it.
go.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You could have done that anyway because you drew a card and used a card, so you only had
Oh, is that 2 actions?
one to draw it, one to use it.
Oh, in that case, I've got... well, retroactively then, I'll have 1 action left.
Yes,
So ignore that last bit.
because it didn't work.
And Inspire Courage again.
Inspire Courage.
There we go.
Why
So
not?
everyone's got
No.
a +1 for a little while.
Fine with that. All right.
Thank you for that. Thanks for reminding me of 2 actions with the cards.
No problem. All right, let's do some scary monster effects. All right. Where even is this monster now? It's been run over by a house. I am. There you are. Absolute bellend. It's going after Vilda. It uses 1 action to.
Wait, which one?
The one that's now at the back of the house.
Ah.
You know how safe you were when you were at the back of the house because
No,
everyone
I'm just trying to, in my head, just trying to work out where.
So this is the one that was attacking
the front of the house, and they roll
the house
underneath.
then moved forward. It kind of managed to roll under the house without getting trampled. Came up behind it, having not taken damage. Gets up, sees you in the back bedroom, and then goes for you. So it uses a move action to smash its way through the back window. Into the room where you are to get close to you, and then it starts flinging chain, and then it uses 2 attacks to fling chains at you across the room. First attack, natural 1.
I think you told us they've got names, Dan.
They've got names.
Yeah.
Draw yourself a critical card, Daniel.
Here comes a little fumble. I'm amazed this is the first fumble we've had in a 2-episode combat. Okay, it's a melee attack.
Death?
Decapitation.
Grave miscalculation. You critically hit yourself with your own attack.
Yes.
Splendid.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent.
So that does a couple of things. The first thing it does is it deals a stupid amount of damage to him.
Can he get entangled in his own chains?
Well-
Was that what the?
Do you have to draw another crit card?
I don't think a crit can proc off a crit. I think that's absolute madness.
I think it
I don't know, it sounds like the kind of thing that Pathfinder would build into its design.
Yeah, doubling up.
They
Yeah,
barely built the crit and fumble cards into the design. These are so. Of course. Oh, now I'm rolling big. Oh, great! A 7 and an 8 on d8s. That's the time I wanted to roll them.
Excellent.
So we're talking. So we're talking 20. It takes 44 points of damage.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord!
Pretty decent.
And now you get to learn the critical effect of the of these. It's impaling chain. It flings the chain out. Velda just kind of flinch back, and as you duck away from it, the chain just pings off the wall next to you, comes back and just goes straight through its chest and just slams into the floor next to it. It impales itself to the floor with its own chain and then starts to bleed.
Good. Yeah, I'd like to say,
Hellraiser.
because obviously he wasn't expecting me to be able to fly, so I reckon he came in, tried to hit me, and I just went whoop, and just zipped up to the ceiling and then back down again, a la Mary Poppins.
Incredible.
Velda Poppins.
This is all through a window, right? He's only seen
no,
through a window.
He's smashed
burst
in through the
window.
wall.
So
of
it's-
Okay.
this poor fucking house, man. Like literally.
The house is not. The house is. Not
I hope it can regenerate. Otherwise, this is it. Yeah.
And he's got us through half of a fight. Fine, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Don't
And
worry,
then
we'll
we-
put it out of its misery.
We burn the
Execute a house.
Oh, mate.
we burn the house to the ground. Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Create a woodshed outside and then come with me.
I'm afraid you're going to Croydon. Somebody's just going to burn you.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was a pretty visceral description of what happened to Cheney boy.
That certainly colours what it's going to do next. It then takes some more bleed damage because it's now bleeding, and it is going to try and get free from its own chain.
Vel's just like, ugh.
It's a real. Did I do that?
I was like, oh my God, that's hideous.
And it fails. That's its last action. It then just starts trying to pull at the chain that's through it. It's like,
God.
it's just struggling. It can't get
Just
free.
leave the room, just close the door.
Yeah. Sir.
Very much looks like not a me thing.
Yeah.
I will just leave that situation well alone. Well, things didn't go well for them since getting blasted through the wall. All right, that's going to be it's Angela Hamsbury's go. Angela is still in the room though, and Angela has a chance to do some shit. I should have been giving Bubba bleed down, but Bubba is bleeding at the moment, I think.
He is bleeding.
He is bleeding, so take yourself, I think we've only had one round of it, take 4 points of damage. Thanks. And then we're gonna go... I'm so losing track of where everything is on this map. Alright, Angela Hansbury heals a little bit, and then is gonna go bonkers with dem chains, since Folton is already frightened. Don't look at me like that. You just don't look at me like you want me to say the number. It's 23.
No!
It's gonna hit you again. It's 25.
Nope.
Oh
Go on, do it again, just see.
no! I'm gonna hit Caragor. No, he doesn't. He hasn't got a lower AC. Fucking tanks. I'm gonna try and hit you. Natural 20.
Hey. I don't know why I went late. That's terrible.
Did we say their named characters, everyone?
Yeah.
We did say their named
Did we say
characters.
their named characters?
Yeah,
All
we
right,
did.
Okay.
Did Ross, did you tell him to attack me?
No.
Did, but I believe I...
No, he said to me instead.
He's stuck,
great, cool.
He's stuck with Folton.
No, he's up with Folton, yeah, because he was like, he's got a...
Because you're shit.
Real.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, you're shit.
I've only had one go this entire episode.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a long-ass combat.
Yeah.
One.
You did choose to hide the first one.
What's that?
You chose to hide the first one, didn't you?
I know,
You
at the
stayed
top of
because
this
that's
episode,
it.
I have not been hiding.
Okay. We're talking
Come on.
pierced elbow.
Biggest elbow.
Pierced elbow.
Pierced elbow. So you take take double damage, and you drop one item that you are holding. So what happens is it lashes out determined by the GM. What happens is it lashes out, it skewers you through the forearm as you're taunting it, wraps around MZ, and whips MZ down into the pit. MZ drops out of sight. You take a buttload of damage, and we'll find out how much damage that is next week, because that's where we leave it for tonight. Oh, Lord. MZ, go!
Stephanie.
Steph.
Stevie.
Why are we saying Stephanie's name?
Because she is the Dangerling of the Week.
Is she?
Yeah, boy.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Stephanie.
If you want to get your name on Dangerling of the Week at the end of the episode, then head on down to our Patreon and subscribe.
Patreon.com/Dangerling.
I think we're probably about 3 rounds of this combat. How do we assess so far? How do we think it's going so far?
Well, I like to.
That was my throat.
That was your throat, was it?
That's mine. It was mine.
Okay, I just took a moment. I just took a moment to think: was that my throat? Was that the Revenge of the Banana?
Maybe it was both of them.
Maybe at the same time.
Genuinely, I had to do a little quick system check and be like, I don't think it was. Anyway, I'm going to talk now.
It's one of those noises you never know if it's you with that noise. It's just like it's not just
You
something
don't
you feel it.
It's the reminder that we are just sort of bags of fluids and meat. Yeah.